So for this factoring problem, I got number 11, and you got 3m squared minus 2m minus 23 equals negative 7. And you can't have a number that isn't 0 after the equal sign, so you have to get rid of that negative 7 by adding it to the negative 23. So that gets you 3m squared minus 2m minus 16 equals 0. Well, then you have to get rid of the first number connected to the m squared. So you have to multiply that to the negative 16. And that gets you m squared minus 2m minus 48 equals 0. So now we know what we have to find. So over here, you need to find the factors of negative 48 that add to negative 2. Well, as you can see, you start from 1 and go till you find a solution that works. And since these are both negative, there's going to be a positive and a negative solution. Since we have to find a negative b, then you have to make the larger number a negative number. So you just go down the list and figure out which is which. I found that 6 times negative 8 added together equals negative 2. So that's my answer. So then you have to put 6 and negative 8 into a problem. Let me just close that. So you get m minus 8 in parentheses, and then in the other parentheses you get m plus 6 equals 0. And the reason you put them in separate parentheses is because when you multiply the two m's together, that'll get you your m squared and all your other numbers you need. So then you have to divide those numbers by a. So you divide them by 3. Well, as we know, 3's not, you can't divide 3 by 8 and get a problem. But you can divide 6, so that's going to be 2 over 1. So you put your denominator next to your m, and then you keep your numerator in the plus. So this will be 3m minus 8, and then m plus 2 equals 0. So once you figured that out, you may know that you have it right, but you still have to check your work. So you're going to multiply them all together. You're going to multiply 3m times m. That gets you 3m squared. Then you multiply the 3m by the 2. That gets you your positive 6m. And then you multiply your negative 8 by your m. That gets negative 8m. And then you multiply your negative 8 by your 2. And that gets you your negative 16. So then you know, since they match up, because if you add 6 minus 8, that gets you the negative 2. So they match. Now if we were to solve it and put both the parentheses equal to 0, you would get 3m minus 8 equals 0. You'd have to add the 8 to the other side. So then you'd have to divide the 3 by the 8, and that gets you 8/3. And then you do m plus 2. That's easy. You just subtract the 2 from the other side. And that is how you factor number 11.